In this video, we'll be talking about CVs and personal research websites. CVs and personal research websites are both tools that you can use to promote yourself and navigate an unfamiliar discipline as you progress through grad school. First, let's start with CVs. CVs are documents that usually contain your name and contact info, education, notable achievements and skills, and any relevant work experience. In academia, CVs are also likely to contain publications, including journal articles, book chapters, and books, presentations at professional conferences or invited talks, and teaching experience and evidence of teaching effectiveness. It is important to note that the importance of these sections and the order in which they appear on a CV may vary by discipline and type of academic institution at which one works or hopes to work. For example, grad students interested in obtaining a job at a small liberal arts college where teaching expertise is very important in the hiring process may want to highlight their teaching experience by moving it up to a higher and more prominent position on their CV. So how do you know what to include or what order to include it in? A great way to start is by finding example CVs of scholars in your discipline, and examining these will help you learn discipline-specific norms and understand how to tailor your CV for an academic job. When doing so, it might be helpful to find people who are just slightly ahead of you career-wise. So, if you're preparing a CV to apply to grad school, find CVs of grad students in their first few years of a graduate program. Once you get to grad school, look for CVs of grad students preparing to finish their degrees, or people who have just recently finished grad school. This exercise can help you polish your current CV and also help you identify future opportunities, such as grants or awards, that you too can pursue. While the internet contains a great amount of information about CVs and resumes, we'd like to highlight just a few suggestions. First, you'll want to proofread your CV several times. It's always a good idea to enlist a few family members or close friends to check for spelling, grammatical, or formatting errors. Second, be careful not to undersell or oversell yourself. Some of us might feel uncomfortable with sharing our achievements. It may feel like we're bragging, but we shouldn't undersell ourselves or our achievements. At the same time, it's important to stay honest. You should be able to talk about any item on your CV if asked to elaborate about it in a job interview or an interview for grad school. Related to CVs are personal research websites. Personal research websites can be thought of as extended CVs, and creating one can be really helpful near the end of graduate school when you're looking for an academic job. However, looking at personal research websites of other scholars can also be really helpful in the early stages of grad school, and even in the year in which you're applying to grad school to help you learn about academic and discipline-specific norms. So what do these websites look like? They usually include a homepage or an About Me page, as well as a place to obtain the scholar's CV, a page to learn about their research, and a section to learn about their teaching philosophy and see evidence of their teaching effectiveness. When creating your own research website, you'll want to choose a professional and high-quality photo to include in your About Me page. When looking at the personal websites of other scholars, you'll want to pay attention to the information that they include on the About Me page. It will usually include information about their current department and institution, as well as a brief description of their research. Reading these blurbs can be really helpful if you want to learn about how to talk about your research interests and what kinds of jargon or buzzwords people tend to use when differentiating their research from others in their discipline. Some scholars also include background information such as their undergraduate institution or their hobbies. Some will also link their social media accounts, like Twitter, if these are used for professional or academic purposes. Just like CVs, the personal research websites of other scholars can help you learn about new opportunities, such as grants and awards, additional teaching opportunities, additional research experience, or additional training opportunities. Until next time, thanks for watching.